Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this particular property, I do not know if there will be a copyright issue or not. That's one of the pitfalls of this. There are some where people just say, you know what, we don't want you playing that. So, I suggest you enjoy it while it's live, because it very likely will be copyright claimed, which will not affect my channel unless I challenge it, okay? But, you know, if it is copyright claimed out of respect to the copyright owner, I will take it down. Just so you'll know, I mean, I don't know if they care about this. It's probably the newest program I've put in here. So if they say take it down, I will take it down. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. So anyway.
A Fall of Moondust by Arthur C. Clarke, adapted for radio by Andrew Lynch, with David Buck as Captain Pat Harris, Barry Foster as Engineer Jim Lawrence, Roland Curran as Tourist Commissioner Davis, Bill Simpson as Commodore Hanstein, Richard Pearson as Dr. Lawson, James Aubrey as Morris Spencer, Libby Morris as Myra Schuster, Harry Todd as Irving Schuster, and Jane Knowles as Stewardess Sue Wilkins. A Fall of Moondust.
Welcome aboard, sir, madam.
Oh, hi. Hi. Hope the ship's big enough to take me, Irving. It seems awful small.
Stop worrying, Myra.
I just don't want to get stuck in a seat.
Everyone we told you say that. It's not happened yet.
There's always a first time.
Look, we didn't come all the way to the moon for you to get stuck in a seat. Just enjoy the cruise.
How long is the ticket expected to last, young lady? 4 hours, madam. Do we sit anywhere? Yes, Selene has been designed to give a panoramic view for all its passengers. I stay here at the front, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable. Welcome aboard, sir.
Wow.
Welcome aboard.
My name is Gary. Do I sit anywhere?
Just sit anywhere, sir. All seats have a perfect view.
Thank you.
Ship shape, sir?
Yes, Captain Harris. Your company?
Freedom facilities check?
Of course.
I'd like to see through more info as possible.
I'll see what I can do, Captain.
Good. Complete my pre-cruise checks.
Welcome aboard.
I hope I haven't kept you waiting already.
No, sir. You are the last, but not late. You'll find a seat down on the right there.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Excuse me. The young man in uniform who went through to the farm. Captain Harris has just got to the bridge. Are you the only two crew members? That's right. Oh, dear. Don't worry. The Seleni's a very simple ship to operate.
Don't think I'm making a fuss, mister. That door seems a bit flimsy. I mean, compared with an aircraft door back on Earth.
The moon creates her own conditions. Just relax and enjoy the trip. Seleni's been through the most rigorous safety checks.
You okay, Myra?
Fine, Irving. The seats are very comfortable.
It's a neat little ship.
I think that's one of the things I like best about the moon. Everything is so clean.
We're a long way from 39.
New York's still home. I hope the apartment's okay.
David will look after everything.
Welcome aboard, Selene. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sue, and Captain Harris and I are pleased you could join us on the only sightseeing trip across the lunar sea. We shall be away from Port Royal about 4 hours, and our first objective will be Crater Lake, where we will have a breathtaking view of the mountains of inaccessibility. To reach our destination, we shall travel across the field first, ironically named because it's formed from the driest dust imaginable. A vacuum-packed souvenir awaits you at Port Royal on our return. The surface temperature of the sea at this moment is around 300 below zero.
God. You wanted to get away from the heat, Myra.
Okay.
We are rather proud of the sea. She's a unique craft even for the 21st century. Compact, extremely simple to operate, and her terminology will be familiar to most of you as it's taken from Earth's maritime phraseology. We refer to her fore and aft, port, starboard, bridge, and porthole. It is propelled by electric motors that drive fast below the dust surface. But unlike conventional seacraft, there is no discomfort to be experienced by erratic motion. There are no waves, and seasickness is something we'll never experience. If during the trip you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. A three-course meal incorporated in the price of your cruise ticket will be served in about an hour and a half from now. Enjoy your trip, everyone, and I'll now hand you over to Captain Harris.
Ghost, stone, brains.
Most of the moon is covered by a thin layer of dust, usually no more than a few millimeters in depth. Some of the debris fell from the stars when meteorites rained on the unprotected surface over at least 5 billion years. Some have flaked from lunar rock as they expanded and contracted in the fierce climatic conditions. It's more liquid than sand or anything similar. It flows quicker than syrup and just slower than water. Over the ages, it has flowed down from the mountains into the lowlands to form pools and lakes. The first explorers expected this, but the sea of Earth was a surprise because of the size. And ahead, we now see the mountains of inaccessibility, so called because they are entirely surrounded by sea.
Have they ever been climbed?
No, they haven't. Aren't they a wonderful sight? I'll go through the bridge and put the main lights out to give you a better view and leave you to take in the haunting view.
They seem an ordinary bunch. There's one man I seem to recognize from somewhere, but I can't place him.
I'll find him out when I do my walk. Are you busy, lady? After the trip,
I said I'd go and see the latest Earth video with a friend. Why do you ask?
I'm thinking of trying the new restaurant that's opened in Favor's City. I thought you might like to come.
I went 3 or 4 days ago. Very good.
Oh, some other time.
That'd be nice. I don't think you'll need to eat out tonight. There's plenty of seafood more available.
Good.
Oh, there's a Miss Morley sat front porch who asked you to go.
Yeah, I think I noticed it. I could have always looked like that.
Well done, Captain. Diplomacy and charm. Remember your code of conduct. I'll better get back.
It's strange, isn't it? That man has to travel so far from the fields, lakes and forests to appreciate the real beauty of his own world.
Are you a poet?
No, man. I just never dreamed it looked so beautiful. Bluey green crescent hanging in space.
You think David's looking up at the moon, Irving?
I hope he's looking after the office.
Forget the office. That's what we came here for. Rest, the doctor said.
You tell me. And who's worrying about the apartment?
Not now. I'm looking at a wonderful world.
Are you New Yorkers?
How'd you get?
Oh, I worked in the Bronx for a while.
You're not American.
No. Australian, one of the originals.
Ah.
Long way from the Big Apple.
Nobody calls it that anymore.
We can almost see both our homes from here. I'm Irving Schuster. This is my wife, Myra.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Duncan Mackenzie.
It's our first trip to the moon.
My first trip anywhere for years.
Wow.
The doctor, a personal friend, said, Irving, you have a fine son to take care of your business. Take a vacation. Next year, maybe. he said.
So, here we are.
Always next year.
So now it's next year. And you? First trip?
Oh, yeah. I've been promising myself this for a long time.
You're alone? You don't have a wife with you?
Myra.
Excuse me, sir. Please don't think me impertinent, but have we met before?
Oh, I'm sure I couldn't have forgotten such a charming lady.
Sorry, I rarely forget a face. Occupational hazard. You must remind me of someone else.
I just seem to have that sort of thing.
Oh,
Are you sure you shouldn't be at the front, Captain?
we're quite safe on automatic pilot for another 7 minutes, Miss Lloyd. We're traveling a well-trodden route in a straight line.
What's that?
Sorry?
Up ahead. Captain, we're heading straight into it. Irving! Irving, there's a hole in the
It'll
sea!
be bad, Myra. We'll be programmed to go around it.
Pat, what is it?
God, I don't know. My God!
What's happening?
Hang on, Sue, I'm trying to lift her. We're going down!
Look at the crossroads! The dust is halfway up the ground!
That's an airplane.
Jim, good of you to come. Take a seat.
Long, what can I do for you?
Excuse time for some tourist office refreshment, I'm sure. And would you please?
Buttering me up for something, Rex?
Just being courteous to a fellow member of the moon management team.
Yes, we are, man. Come on, let's have it.
I had a stroll through the park earlier and happened to bump into the chief administrator. He's rather taken with the park, Jim, particularly impressed by the 15-meter sunflowers.
In fact, projected clouds, no doubt. It must be nice to have the time to admire them.
Oh, those clouds are lovely. You should dream on the thought.
I can look at clouds on Earth and listen to birds.
Perhaps you'd like something else. A thunderstorm, maybe?
Yeah. So what did the chief have to say?
We discussed an idea for tourism.
Oh, you know my views on this. Just an additional headache we can live without.
Oh, no, we can't. It's our lifeblood here on the moon, Jim. The only way we can be independent of Earth. This idea would benefit both our departments.
Go on, Rex, I'm listening.
The water skiing champion of Australia has contacted me to ask if anyone has ever skied on the Sea of
I
Thirst.
thought you wanted me here for something serious.
I am serious. It could be a whole new sport. Is it technically possible? That's all I want to know.
It's probably just a matter of being able to maintain speed and maneuverability. I just don't know. We'd have to do some experiments.
Would Selina do it?
It's possible. All I can see from my department's point of view is headaches. I'm running on a shoestring as it is.
Exactly, Jim. The tourists bring the money in. Any extra revenue generated by a fresh influx would be used to benefit both our departments.
When I've got time, I'll see what I can do, all right?
That's all I'm asking.
Excuse me, sir. Road car on 7.
Put it through, Anne. Chief Engineer Lawrence has a sense of me.
It's for Chief Engineer Lawrence.
Oh, fine. Put it through, Anne. I'll call through on 7, Jim. Thanks.
Lawrence, yeah. How long ago? No answer whatsoever. Try the moon crash down, Ed. You do. See you in control in a couple of minutes. That was Ed, my number one. Probably a false alarm, but I'd better get down to control. Selene hasn't made her routine call.
What do you think could have happened?
I'm going to find out.
I'll come with you.
If anything has happened to her out there, we can only reach her with the dust skis. So all along, we should have had 2 dust cruisers operational before we started these trips.
That's the sort of equipment we could buy with any additional revenue.
Ed, what's the problem? You might
1500 our signal came in bang on time. That was it. Happened at 2000. That's when we called you. I've had the instrument guys check it out our end until now. We've tried to contact her on her regular frequency with the event. We've scanned the adjoining bands and again nothing.
And nothing on the moon crash band?
And nothing.
If she travelled from the 1900 signal up until now, how far away from the last point of contact would she be? Right, if we draw a circle with her position at 1900 hours as its centre and an 80 kilometre radius, she's got to be in there somewhere. Then if we concentrate on this arc, yes, she keeps travelling, that will cut down the odds of finding her. Yes, but we'll dispatch the gust speeds anyway. Even if it is a false alarm, it's got training. It will take a while to search several thousand square kilometres at night. Ed, get them started in this area. I'll prepare for us to travel to Port Loris in the suborbital, just in case we're needed. Okay. I don't know. If it isn't a communications breakdown, there can only be a few possibilities. If it's sudden, an explosion maybe. I'll leave that to you. Maybe he's wandering around your park somewhere. You should be worrying about the tourists that went out on Salini.
I'll contact the Boris and make sure they all sign their indemnity.
Well, this is what let's hope they just fix something and put the communications out of action.
Excuse me, Chief. I had an idea.
I'm listening, Ed.
Well, why don't we try Lagrange satellites? The astronomers up there might be able to see something. 50,000 kilometers.
It's worth a try. Salini's searchlights could still be burning, and they'd easily spot that on the sea. Contact them, Ed. I'll get our transport arranged to Port Loris.
Dr. Lawson,
Yes, what is it?
I'm very sorry to disturb you, Doctor, but we've received a priority red signal from Lima Traffic Control, Earthside North.
Traffic control? I'm an astronomer, not a party attendant. What do they want?
A dust cruiser, the Selene, has gone missing on a sightseeing trip across the Sea of Thirst. 22 people on board. Traffic Control thought there may be a chance we'd spot her lights through the telescope.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be carrying out serious scientific research. Not looking for a busload of lost pleasure seekers.
Yes, Doctor.
100-centimetre telescope. Beautiful instrument. Designed to look at objects billions of times further away from us than the moon. Here we are, like a ping-pong ball. Perpetually balanced between us and the moon. Where did you say that thing was supposed to be?
The Sea of Thirst, Doctor. I've brought a map.
Map? 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 Let's look at that view on the screen. That's the Sea of Rays. Those craters are Archimedes, Plato, Aristotle's, and Eudoxus. Marvellous! Even on low power.
Yes. Shouldn't we be scanning the dark section, Dr. Lawson?
Of course we should. That's where we're going. It's a big place to see us first. Do you have any coordinates?
Yes, Doctor.
Well, punch them in. You're expecting now to work this thing.
There. It's very dark.
Of course it's dark. It's night time. Scan slowly.
What is that?
What? Where?
A bright light, a twinkle in the searchlight.
Trace it back. Very slowly.
There.
Much too bright. Those are the lights of Port Loris. Now, she's on the Sea of Thirst. We should locate her with a light amplifier or a radiation detector.
I can't see.
Quiet, everyone, please. I think we've stopped moving now. Is anyone injured? Just make sure that everyone within touching distance of you is conscious. I'm going to reset the main lights and the purification.
Irving, you all right?
I'm okay. Are you?
Mr. Mackenzie?
Oh, fine. Look at the portholes.
We're buried. Oh, God, we're buried. Miss Morley, are you all right? We are buried, aren't we? Oh, yes, we are under the surface, but we can't be very deep.
At least we know
right. Oh, how is everybody, sir?
Not the worst shaken, I think.
If the food's still servable, this might not be a bad time to serve it.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Could I have your attention, please? We are still in one piece, and no one is worse than a little tot, as far as I can see. If anyone does need first aid, Sue is a trained nurse, so speak up. I think we've been unfortunate to have been caught in some sort of landslip or moonquake. There's no need to be alarmed, even if we can't get out under our own power. Port Royal will soon have someone here. Meanwhile, Sue is about to serve refreshments, so I suggest you all relax, and I'll contact her. Salini to Port Royal. Salini to Port Royal. Come in, please.
Food's underway. Are you through?
Not yet.
What's happening? Any ideas?
I'm not sure. Some sort of landslip. Salini to Port Royal. Come in, please.
Perhaps the radio's damaged.
Possibly. Getting an outside pressure reading, which indicates we're deeper than I first thought.
How deep?
Well, the rough estimate, I'd say about 10 meters.
What is that? Is everything else all right?
All equipment appears to be functional.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. No passengers allowed in here.
That's all right, sir.
I don't want to intrude, Captain. Selina, it's your ship. I thought I'd introduce myself in case I can be of some assistance.
Glad to have you aboard, Captain.
Commodore?
Commodore Hansky.
The man who led the first expedition to Pluto.
I thought I recognized you, but your name didn't ring a bell from the passenger list.
I've shaved off my beard, and my alias is Hanson. Since my retirement, I've tried to do some quiet sightseeing.
Sorry about this.
No, it's not your fault. How desperate is the situation?
I'll carry on with it.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Well, we're deeper than I first thought. My guess is about 10 meters.
Sounds too good.
Not too far from Port Royal. They should find us fairly quickly.
My experience tells me to look on the black side. How long will we last if we had to?
Oxygen would be the limiting factor. We've been up for about 7 days, Earth days, though. Provided there are no leaks and you see the sound enough.
What about food? Water? Power?
No problem. We carry the compulsory emergency supply rations. We can purify all the water we need, and there's ample power now that the main motors are shut down.
Any luck with the radio?
I think the dust's blanketed everything out. I've left the beacon on Moon Crash. If anything can get through, to get out.
If you had to find us any other way, any estimate how long it would take?
The search will be done as soon as our 2000 signal request. They don't know our general area, but we have sunk without trace.
In the meantime, you've got to keep the customers happy. Why not give them a pep talk about the search procedure?
Yeah, I'll do that, Commodore. Thank you.
Best not to give the impression somebody will be knocking on the door in half an hour. It would make it difficult if you had to wait for a day or two.
And you?
I thought sure we'd find something after the photographs had gone through computer enhancement, but it's just as if the sea hasn't been touched for hundreds of years.
Billions of years. In the Earthlight, it'll be possible to see her shadow clearly. If not, then you can assume she's going to be in this area. Put these through the enhancer anyway.
Right. Crater Lake? In the middle of the mountains?
It's far more logical to assume she'll have an accident where always boulders are strewn about the place, than in the open sea where she'd be unobstructed.
It's still very black, Doctor.
No light at all. Scores of isolated crags and boulders. See, all this area is blocked from up by the mountains. The only chance there is to investigate at ground level. Inform Earthside Control and give them our interim report.
Are we coming up, Dr. Wilson?
Oh no. Nothing interesting.
Yes, Anne?
Copy of the report from Lagrange satellites on tablets.
Any news?
Not announcing anything here.
This has happened at a very bad time. Is that the passenger list?
Yes, sir. There's an appendix.
Oh, that's all I need. Commodore has thieves on board travelling under an assumed name.
Who commented on this?
Imagine what that's going to do to our public image. Lawrence should have arrived at Port Royal by now. Make sure he's got all this information.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, is the position. We're only about 60 kilometers from base, free from the mountains of inaccessibility, and we are in no immediate danger.
But how long, Captain?
As I said earlier, I have no reason to believe we won't be located quite soon.
Shouldn't someone be on the bridge by the radio?
Now, I've boosted reception. We'll hear any incoming signal throughout the ship, and they can hear us from in here.
What do we do in the meantime?
Well, we are very fortunate to have Commodore Hanstein aboard. As you probably know, he's the most traveled airman in history.
And I don't intend staying still for long here.
Perhaps, Commodore, you can suggest ways we can pass the time.
All right, Captain. Do we have any books on board?
Yes,
one. One trusted up, please. And another. Oh, fine. We seem to have an overkill of the official tourist center. Now, what's this one about?
I'm afraid they're a little Jones resistant.
The orange and the apple.
Absolute rubbish.
Oh, we're not looking for heavy literature. The orange and the apple. The truth of the romance between Nell Gwyn and Sir Isaac Newton. It sounds juicy.
It was written by a promiscuous schoolgirl on Mars.
Thank you, Miss Morley. I know this one. Shade. Good old-fashioned Western. Well, that's a start. Later on, we could have some volunteer readers, Captain.
Good idea. Well, that's our entertainment taken care of. Are there any more questions?
I noticed there was a spacesuit in the airlock. Well, couldn't someone swim up to the surface? Then the search party would know where we were and you.
Sorry, Miss Morley, but it would be like swimming in sand. You'd be absolutely blind. How would the person know which was up or down? After we closed the outer door after him, the dust would just flood in.
If there are no more questions, why don't we all introduce ourselves? I'll go around the ship and perhaps you'll give your name or occupation. You have a remarkable collection of talent on board, if I may say so, Captain. Any sign of our rescuers?
Oh, Commodore, not as yet.
Do you mind if I have a word, Captain?
No, Mr.
Mackenzie.
Yes, our Australian physicist, correct?
Correct, Commodore.
And
I'm a little worried.
Go ahead.
what's it all about?
If my reasoning is correct, a 7 days limitation on our oxygen supply won't be our greatest danger.
But what is?
Heat. We are blanketed by dust. It's about the best insulator there is. The heat from our bodies and the machinery can't escape. That means it will get hotter and hotter until we cook.
I never gave that a thought. How long do you think it will take?
Oh, not much more than a day. It'll take me about half an hour to come up with a more accurate estimate. The cabin temperature readout will give us a fair indication.
Yeah, he's right. It's gone up 2 degrees already.
Yeah, a degree an hour. I was afraid it might be as bad as that.
We'll have to increase the cooling, Clarke.
Won't that make matters worse?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. All our refrigeration system does is pump heat out of the cabin. Now there isn't anywhere for it to go.
Well, check your figures, Mackenzie, and let us know how long we've got as soon as possible.
Right.
And we'd better keep this between the three of us for the time being.
Hello, Chief. Hi, Ed. Welcome to Port Roris. Anything new on Selene, George? No, nothing good, Chief. A report from Lagrange satellite and another from Plato Observatory, and get this, Commodore Hanstein's on board. Oh, what's Selene? Yeah. This tourist commissioner David, no? He's taking it very personally, Chief. Anything from the dust skis? Right now. I'll have to pull them in soon to change crews. Okay, but make it snappy. What does Lagrange say? Even with computer enhancement, they can't see anything out there. I suppose all the lights could be out. No lights, no anything. We're going to break down at least 10 circuits. What does Plato Observatory have to say? Well, it gets worse, too. In 1936 hours, they recorded a massive landslide in the area of the mountain of inaccessibility. A higher rate movement. A lot of activity? Like nothing they ever recorded before. Are they likely to get further tremors? Well, they say it's very unlikely. Once the stress has been relieved, it isn't likely to happen again for a couple of thousand years. It sounds about right for Selene to have been slap bang in the middle of it. If they are buried under those rocks, they'll have had it by now. Selene is home with a crack detonation. Okay. Get the dust skis back, George. I'm calling off the search in the Sea of Thirst. Get them fixed up with metal detectors and gas sniffers and head for the mountains when they've changed crews. It's time to pick up the pieces. Right, Chief? Ed, inform Dr. Lawson on Lagrange of the news. Thank him for his help and all. I will do.
That's it, then. I'd better speak to the administrator. I'll tell Rick that danger says clear.
Doctor, there's a message from Chief Engineer Lawrence, thanking you for your efforts and saying the search has been called off. There's been a report of a moonquake causing an avalanche on the mountains of inaccessibility, and it seems that Selene was crushed under the rocks.
I was almost ready.
What's that, Doctor?
It's an old-fashioned infrared scanner linked up to the telescope. I've enjoyed the challenge. All a waste of time, huh? Those poor people.
Isn't it still worth a try, Doctor? She might have survived the avalanche. Will it work in the mountains area?
No, of course not. Between an avalanche and landslides, all the temperatures will be uneven. It's a waste of time.
Sorry, sir. I don't know anything about them.
Come here. Very basic. Though Selene left no visible trace across the sea, she will definitely have left an infrared one. You understand?
Not really.
She'd have stirred up relatively warm dust from a few feet down and scattered it across a far colder surface. An eye that could detect heat could pick up her track for hours after she passed. It would have just been time for us to make a survey before the sun rose and obliterated all trace of the heat trail.
Couldn't we still try it?
No reason to, not.
I'm still not sure how it works.
Good gracious, Ingrid, look. It's fundamental.
Captain, Commodore, can I have a word with you?
Yeah, of course. How bad is it?
That's bad. If conditions remain the same, we could have our first death from heat stroke within 20 hours. As soon as that.
Doesn't give much time to find us and get us out, does it?
No. If we slipped, that would lower the body temperature. It'd help. It makes sense to sleep now before conditions become unbearable.
And we could turn the main lights on.
Great. We must give ourselves every possible chance. May I speak with them? With your permission.
Yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've all had a busy day, and I think most of us would be glad to get some sleep.
In these conditions?
I agree, Mrs. Schuster. But they all noticed that it's becoming a little warmer here, and my advice is to remove all unnecessary clothing. Now, comfort is much more important than modesty. We'll turn the main lights off and leave the emergency ones on. Somebody will remain awake all the time in the bridge, waiting for our rescues.
If anyone would like a drink or anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
Take off your dress. We comfortable. Nobody's looking. Everybody's concerned with themselves.
Let's do it soon. If God had given me a figure like hers, I would undress. Myra Schuster stays covered up.
Okay, Myra.
I'd like to take the first watch, Captain. I can do some more calculations.
Yeah. I'll be over there if you need me. I'll sleep.
How did the meeting go to? We're preparing a press release and messages for next week's print. The administrator's going to come in for a lot of flack.
And what is Commissioner Davis?
Smooth as hell. He's writing the press release. Wouldn't surprise me if he didn't try to make out it was a mass suicide to save his precious tourists from the system. Oh, what's the situation with the dust skis, Ed?
Oh, they've left for the mountains with the detection gear, and we're set up for a quick turnaround with the
So we can really get these things down. We're going for the...
I saw you wake you. Oh, I can hear something I wasn't seeing. What is it? Look, just put your ear to the hole. Can you hear it? It's the dust moving. Thank God. I must have found I'm not sure. How's the temperature? It isn't going up as fast as I predicted. With the lights and sleeping, it shouldn't make that much difference. I don't understand. Noise. Oh dear. Should we wait the others? No. This dust is so fine that it will light off in the right conditions. I think the heat is slowly dissipating into it and causing a convection current. Holy thanks. It's very good news anyway. Selene isn't heating up as quickly as we thought. The dust skis will be out searching. They could even be near us right now.
Telling us honesty.
Oh, on this stuff. You know, we've beaten most of the killer diseases. We can still lose 22 people out on a joint.
I know how you feel, Chief. The first ski is back. They're turning it round at the moment.
Fine, Ed.
Oh, and Dr. Lawson from the Grange Satellite wants to speak to you.
Did you tell her about the mountain?
Yeah, I told him earlier, but the message is he wants to speak to you.
Oh, I better call it. Ed, here's the extension.
Yeah, no.
Hello? Hello?
Dr. Lawson?
Speaking.
Hello, Doctor. Chief Engineer Lawrence.
Good. Selene, dear fellow, the missing tourist bus. I believe I know where she is.
Yeah, in the mountains.
No, she never got that far. Anyway, won't work there. The test was one. So it was while I was explaining the infrared technique to English. It's very simple, but she wants a practical demonstration. And that's when we spotted the trail.
Doctor, where have you found Selene?
Ingrid has just sent the photograph over telefax to you.
I'll go and get them.
Doctor, yeah. Could you start at the beginning, please?
Certainly. After I was unable to locate any sign of your missing craft by conventional use of the telescope, I rigged up an infrared scanning device. Then the word came from you that you were calling off the search because Selene was probably buried under the mountain. I was a little annoyed about that. But as I was explaining the method of heat detection to my assistant Ingrid, we picked up Selene's trail. It's quite a method.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I have the photographs in front of me now, yes. I see what you mean. Yes, I can see the trail, but I can't see the cruiser.
That's the trouble, isn't it? It seems as if she's just flown away.
Doctor, she can't fly.
I know that, of course. So if she can't go up, she must have gone down.
Could be right, Chief.
What are you saying, Doctor?
It's obvious to me she can't fly. There's no trace of her leaving that spot, so she must be under it.
What about an explosion? She could have just disintegrated.
Look at the hot fragments all over the place. My infrared scanner will be going wild.
Hell, Doctor, I hope you're right. Excuse me, one moment. Ed, contact Davis and tell him to hold any press releases. Tell him there's a slight chance she's under the sea. I want both dust skis holding here at base. Then, contact Plato Observatory and see if there could be a connection between the landslide in the mountains and that point on the Sea of Thirst. Dr. Lawson, how accurate is your infrared scanner?
So good, depending on the range.
To what accuracy could you pinpoint the last location of Selene?
Not very well on the floating Singapore fall. Well, the Plato roughly within half a kilometre.
I see, that's still a wide area for such a small craft, but it's a very good start. I'll get the search party back out there straight away.
There is another way.
I'm listening, Doctor.
You could do an infrared scan on the surface of the sea with a great deal of accuracy, but provided you get it before the next sunrise, the heat of the sun's rays obliterate all signs.
Doctor, that's it. Brilliant.
Right. I'd be ready to leave in, say 7 minutes, if you'd like me to come down. I feel like stretching my legs.
I'll see what traffic's like in your area and have you picked up. See you soon.
Goodbye.
Both dust skis back here waiting, Chief. What's going on?
There may still be a chance. Selene could be buried somewhere here, under the Sea of Thirst.
All right, her systems are still functional. They could still be alive.
That's right. Ed, find a suitable craft in the region of the Grange to bring Dr. Lawson and his machine down.
Right, Chief. Shall I get the skis to this location?
Send one out with a surveyor's rod. There's no harm in trying. Tell them that I'm coming out myself as soon as Dr. Lawson arrives.
I'd like to drive, if that's okay. Pat and Sue are friends of mine.
Oh, sure. Contact Farside and ask for a load of one of their skis. Have another crew wait for it here at a moment's standby.
Right. Chief, there's the ship, the Origo. 10 hours out from Earth, bound for Clear City. There's time to divert it in the Grange.
It's fine, Ed. I'll do it. I have a feeling there'll have to be a few strings pulled. Keep Davis in touch with what's happening, but keep it low-key. There's an awful long way to go yet.
You be quiet in that bluegrass down, Lester. I have a job to hear if there are any more messages.
Just keeping my roots, man. Where is it we're going to?
La Grange Satellite, then divert me to Port Royal.
Oh, Skipper. I had a little lady lined up in Clayton City.
I had to cancel my own arrangements too, Lester. This diversion is going from the owners via the government.
That important. Why are we going to LaGrange?
Picking the guy up. He's got to be at Port Royal as soon as possible. Better tell the passengers.
Said it's something to do with that tourist bus gone missing.
You aren't supposed to listen to that security band.
It'll be a boring trip with Alex. That's my banjo.
Go tell the passengers.
Okay.
Origa to LaGrange, ETA 5 minutes.
What's it all about then, Lester?
All I know is the version to the green observation satellite been on the Fort Road, the one-horse town. Don't know how long it's been. Had a hot one lined up in Holy City. You can book the rest of them.
Oh, you must have some idea. You can tell me, Lester.
Couldn't tell you, Mr. Spencer. I know you're a newsman. And if I did know something, it would go mad.
I have a 12-month contract on the moon. I'll be making lots of important contacts. Anybody who does me a favor could be helping themselves to the future.
Don't tell anybody I say it.
I never reveal my sources.
I reckon it's something to do with the missing dust cruiser.
What missing dust cruiser?
Skipper needs listening to a security band. Tourist cruiser, the news missing. Bring two on board. Make up my stay in port.
Lester, you get on back here. We're about to dock.
Don't tell I see it. I'm thinking of signing these guys.
Hey, Lester, you make sure he takes this vacancy.
That seat okay for you, Dr. Lawson?
Yes, thank you. Very comfortable. Are you sure my luggage is safe?
Oh, it'll be quite all right. Well, what the hell is it anyway?
Scientific equipment. It's very sensitive. Be careful.
Sure will.
Bit of a late change of plan, Mr.
Lawson. Dr. Lawson.
My name's Spencer. Are you visiting Port Royce or a patient?
Ah, I'm not a medical man. Astronomer, actually. What was bothering the sea of first?
Well, I don't know that area too well. All right.
Photographs. Now, see that line?
Yes?
Ah, you're a newsman.
Show that much?
Badge protruding from inside pockets. I'm a trained observer, you see. Just have a few minutes sleep. Sure, you can get busy there.
Any more of the orange and the apple? It's nothing less than pornography. Most people down there underwear.
She's right, Myra. Most people are. It's roasting in here. You're gonna have to take your dress off. This is no time for bother. It's time for goddamn comfort.
Irving.
I'm sorry, Myra, but be sensible. Miss Morley, I can understand. You like that. Oh.
All right, maybe we've had a little bit too much reading, but we can't sleep all the time. Does anybody have any ideas for recreation?
Let us have an examination of the motives of people for traveling to the moon.
That's a good idea, Professor. Okay, what the
I came here because somebody told me I only weighed 20 kilos up here. That's why I came.
Feel comfortable in a spacesuit, Doctor?
As long as you don't suffer from claustrophobia.
Oh, that's just your emergency supply. The main supply is on the duct speed. Now, let's get our helmets on.
How's that? Now, the only control you need to worry about is the intercom. That's the panel on your right. It's switched on now, so we can talk quite freely. Any questions? Emergency. You won't need it, I hope. It sets off a homing radio beacon if you get lost. Don't touch anything you aren't certain of, Doctor. Okay, George. Ready to roll. How long, George? here, but the deepest dust hole we've found so far was 41 meters. Does the depth matter to the scanner? Good question, Doctor.
How do you manage to get the only genuine bottle of hooch in Fort Royal, Mr. Spencer?
The power of the press, Skipper. I had a bigger job getting these lunar survey maps.
So, that's the Sea of Thirst, that there'll be the mountains of inaccessibility where Celine's lost.
Where she may be lost. Huh? Just between you and me, I believe the old man we picked up from the Grange satellite has evidence that she's down in that sea. I stuck close to Lawson. I know he was whizzed through customs and immigration, but the man who met him was Chief Engineer Lawrence, the man in charge of the rescue. He was overheard saying there was a dust ski ready to take them out to the spot.
Sure don't take you long to find your way around, huh?
I'm a pro. I believe that spot there is where Celine is buried. If there are people still alive down there, there's going to be one hell of a salvage operation not too far from here. Fort Royce will be the biggest news center in the solar system.
Where do I come in?
Right there, Captain. I want to charter your ship to land me and my video equipment on that promontory, on the western wall of the Mountains of Inaccessibility.
You realize how much that'd cost?
My station will pay. I've spoken to them. And about a bonus for you and Lester. This could be one of the biggest news stories of the century. What do you say? Can it be done?
Well, that's one good thing. There's enough food here for 6 days if we start rationing.
Rationing? It seems a long time since you asked me to go to that new restaurant.
Good. Your friend must have been disappointed.
You never asked me who it was, did you?
I thought if you didn't want to eat with me, that's your business.
Shouldn't accept things at face value.
You mean, if I'd asked about the friend you were seeing the video with, there might not have been one.
Possibly. I might not have wanted you to think it was so easy.
I've always thought you attractive. I mean,
I know. Let's wait until we're out of here, okay?
Everything all right, Doctor? Sure. George? What's the problem, Doctor? I see. Why was it uniform on the photographs? Let's get a move on. All right. Doctor, I just don't know. I'll get the upper dust ski over here. Let's get the probes rigged, George, and start trying.
Now let's all settle down. Settle down. The heat is getting to us. We've got to be patient. What's the trouble, Commodore? I have a feeling we're not doing all we can to get out. I've explained that we've no alternative but to wait for rescue.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at least 10 meters down. Even if we could get the airlock open, no one could overcome the dust's resistance and get to the surface. But what about the main motors, Captain? We could try them. I got us moving a centimeter. We go forward, not up.
We could all stand at the back.
That will probably just damage the hull.
If there's one chance that it might work, isn't it worth the risk? We're boiling down here.
All right, that's enough from everybody. The danger in trying to escape unaided is too great.
You're safe here for at least 6 more days. Might not be too comfortable. In fact, it'll get hotter. But you've got to stay calm and cooperative.
Shut up! Shut up, everybody! Be quiet! Listen! Listen! They found us!
I'm not back.
I've hit something, but I can't tell what it is. Let's all just stand still. Okay, George. Follow the image of the scanner with Dr. Lawson and stake her out. Must be her. I've hit her again. She's about 15 meters. Yes, you may have something there, Doctor. And the next time I hit her, I'll leave the probe in. If it is Selene, she's blanketed by dust. That's why the radio didn't work. Yeah, I hit again. I'll try the moon crash band. Yeah, it doesn't mean they're alive though, George. That signal's on automatic. Probably lasts about 3 weeks. I'll try our own frequency. Loud and clear. This is Chief Engineer Lawrence, right above you. What condition are you in? It was through heat detection we found you, Pat, and we should be making you a bit more comfortable before very long. We'll have you out as quickly as possible. I'll report back to base with the good news. I'll contact you soon and keep you all in touch with progress. Out. Lawrence to Port Lawrence Control, come in, please. Good news, Ed. We've found them. Radio contact established and everyone's okay but suffering from the heat. They have enough oxygen and supplies for 6 days. The problem is going to be getting to them through the dust. She's about 15 meters deep and 3 kilometers from the nearest solid land, and we don't know how deep the dust is below her. I'm going to leave George here, and the doctor and I will come back to base to organize rescue equipment. We can only use the skis out here. Now, how much equipment can any one ski carry?
In total, about 5 tons. But because of balance, the largest single item that can carry is about 2 tons.
So, we can't use any really heavy gear.
Right.
Okay. I'll do some thinking on the way back. Had that ski from Farside sitting by.
Roger, Chief. Good work.
Yeah, up to now it's been easy. But let's not kid ourselves. The hard part has just begun.
We down, Skipper?
Yes, sirree. We've landed.
It was a bit hairy, I must admit.
Yeah, nothing in the master's handbook about a spaceship traveling 100 kilometers. Even the computer wouldn't be bothered with an efficient trajectory readout. I just let her rip upwards for 1,000 kilometers and brought her down on a normal vertical approach with final auto guidance. Kind of neat, eh, Mrs. Spencer?
I didn't much care for free crawling between the retros fired. I'm wondering what would have happened if they hadn't fired again. Right into the moon.
Mighty cheerful, Lester. Here we are then, Mr. Spencer. Hope you're satisfied with the view. It's comfortable enough. Oh, I hope you realize that the 1,000-kilometer jaunt just qualified us for deep space race.
You know, so there are 22 people buried out there.
Now, flying this rig is our living arrangement. I know how it is. All sweet talk and promises at the moment to get your story. Then when it's all old news and the accountants get involved in the cold light of day, that's another story.
Yeah. The sea from the view, isn't it? The sea stretching out into space. I can see what must be a just scheme. And even the Pope runs lead to the rest of humanity.
Where's that?
Now here, you'll need the binoculars. I'll get the camera set up. This is fantastic. By the time anybody else gets anywhere near here, we'll have all the Earth networks tied up. The plane, the probe stuck up into the freezing stillness. The loneliness of man, personified in this huge and hostile universe he has set out to conquer.
Answer from Charles, Skipper. Smart idea, Lester. We could be here for some time.
Workspace here. I just thought I'd leave you a moment with the sounds of previous city talk that await your return. On behalf of the Chief Administrator, I want to assure you that all the resources available on the moon are being mobilized for your aid. Engineering and technical staff are working around the clock to help you. Chief Engineer Lawrence tells me the provisional plan is to sink pipes down to you to ensure a limitless oxygen supply. Sorry, human beings in strain you've had to undergo. That's all over now. Just relax. Sit and wait. And we'll have you out in no time. Good luck. Best wishes. And we'll be in touch again soon.
I wish the Commissioner wouldn't be quite so optimistic, Donald.
I'm sure he was just thinking of that in the house.
Well, it's been fine since the link was established.
Too old for these sort of adventures.
You coped admirably, Commodore. I'm glad you're with us.
It's good to feel useful at retirement. I'm sorry to be so miserable, just when everything is taking the funds to better. Rather a bad village, that's all.
Yeah, I have a muzzy feeling myself. Must be to do with being cooped up for so long.
What about these drums, Ed? Will they do?
Test here, they'll support 2 tons per person.
So at least twice as many as we'll need. An important point, everybody. We must have all tools and spares tied down. All tools to be attached to your belts. That's an order. Can't be wandering back to the store just for having sleep.
We have problems with breaking through the roof. What's the trouble? Well, we've tried using a bar on the mock-out, but the roof's too springy and it bounces back every time it's hit.
But will it happen when we're using a 15-meter pipe with dust packed around it? Do a test, see if it absorbs the recoil.
Yeah, there's another problem. Most of the control circuitry is in the roof, and it's too tough to put a clean hole to it. If it splinters, it could put one of our main system back.
That's the ball. Use a detachable bit. How's the rest of the plumbing coming along?
Oh, it should be ready in 2 or 3 hours.
Good. I'll be back in 2. Lawrence. Oh, hello, Doctor. Did you see Joe? Well, he had quite a day. Is there anything you need? Certainly, anything at all. Just tell them everything that happened. Enjoy yourself, son. I'll consider it a personal favor if you keep the newsboys off my back. Show your fellows, Doctor. See you later.
I'm sorry to make a fuss, Sue, but if you've got something for my headache...
Excuse me, I am also suffering.
We do have some mild painkillers. I'll get them.
Yes, of course.
For a headache, I'd like some too.
Mac, I'm afraid we've got another serious problem on our hands.
Another one?
I'm afraid so. It appears we're experiencing a build-up of carbon dioxide.
But I thought you were safe for another few days.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, but unfortunately, I think the heat affected the CO2 conversion system.
How long did you got?
Impossible to say accurately, but I'd say a matter of hours.
That doesn't give Lawrence time to get rid of his team.
It could be a bit of panic.
Oh, I'm not too delighted myself.
Any ideas?
There's always the sleep treatment.
It would have the respiration rate.
Well, let's go and do that.
I'll have a word with him while you radio through, Clarke.
Right. I'll come with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I have some grave news. You may have noticed some difficulty in breathing, and several people have complained of headaches. I'm afraid it's the air. We still have plenty of oxygen, but the carbon dioxide we breathe out isn't escaping. The chemical conversion unit has been affected by the heat. As we see it, there's just one chance. We must render ourselves unconscious.
How can we do that?
Asleep, our respiration rate is halved, and the air will last twice as long.
How do you propose we do that, Commodore?
I take it because they've given us the standard issue.
Yes, Commodore.
20%, please. Now, this, for those of you who might not know, is a standard sleep tube. Now, each tube is sufficient to render an adult instantaneously asleep and keep them asleep for approximately 10 hours.
I'm having none of it.
Now, please, let me finish. We don't have any other choice. 2 people will remain awake. 1 will be the captain.
And I suppose the other one will be you.
No, I'm taking the easy way out. Just to show you how harmless it is, I'll go first. Now, just unscrew it up. Just descend against your forearm. Press here. I'll see you all in 10 hours.
Sleep well, Commodore.
Rescue base now in position. All that remains is to take a sleep tube. Ah, you see, the Commodore has set us a good example.
I'm a paying passenger and I have my rights. I have no intention of taking my clothes.
Miss Morley, I am not arguing with you. I am in total charge of this vessel and its occupants. I am tired, I am hot, my head is banging. I'd much rather sleep, but it's my duty to stay awake.
You must help the captain. You must preserve the good air. Please pass him on, miss.
Thank you, Professor. Let's not waste any more time. He's a microjet hypodermic. She won't feel it.
Here you are.
Please,
Thank
I
you.
understood.
What really worries the lady, Captain, is she thinks she'll take advantage of her while she's asleep.
Damn you. I've never been so insulted. God. Let me do the dance. Don't come any closer.
Sleep tight, Miss Morley.
Everything will be all right. I know it will.
are you comfortable, Mr. Houston?
Oh, yes, thank you, Chief. And look, Mara's already asleep. See you later.
Salini to Chief Engineer Lawrence, Port Roars Control. Come in, please.
Hello, Pat. Lawrence here. How did it go?
More or less as planned. Myself and Duncan Mackenzie are the only 2 left to wait.
I'll give it to you straight, Pat. Even if we don't hit any snags, can't reach you in under 5 hours. And you hang on.
You don't have to. Mac's getting the oxygen supply from the spacesuit. It's the passengers I'm worried about.
All you can do is check their breathing and give them a blast of oxygen when it's necessary. We'll do our best. You can rely on that. Any more you want to say?
No, I'll call you every quarter of an hour. Salini out. You go first, son. We'll take it in turns to keep a check on the passengers.
I never thought breathing would be so enjoyable. Here you are, Pat. How long will this last?
About 12 hours between us. How much the others will need.
What have you found to smile at?
Sorry, I was thinking I wouldn't have much chance if you decided to keep the bottle to yourself.
I thought all you moonborn men were sensitive about that.
Ah, that's not bothered me. Couldn't help being born in a gravity 1/6 of yours. How could you tell?
How you built, mainly. You're the same tall, slender physique. And your skin. The lamps never seem to give the same tan as natural sunlight on Earth.
I've never been to Earth, never will. Couldn't take the gravity. Went to Australia plenty of times through my telescope. I have a sentiment for it. My parents took off from Moondust.
Oh, womb is an Aboriginal word meaning a booster stage for spears.
Ah, I wasn't there. I better go check the others.
You might not get your story after all, Mr. Spencer. That oxygen cylinder runs out.
You sound a heartless man, Skipper.
Just one of life's realists. That right, Lester? I hope they get the poor devils out. Feel like a goddamn vulture sitting up here on a mountain shelf.
Well, I hope it's going to be a rescue, not an exhumation.
Have to be quick. Captain Harris didn't sound too perky last time he reported in.
What are you calling Lawrence? Come in, please.
Last. It's the heat as well as the carbon dioxide. All right.
Better than I could have hoped for. We'll go on air as soon as you can take me. I'll do the intro, and then you can pick up Lawrence on the security radio wavelength and let him do all the work, huh? My cue out will be, the next voice you hear will be that of Lawrence himself.
What about the ethnic troubles of survival and all that?
This could be the greatest event in live television, and I must insist on silence. That's if you want a big fat bonus, huh? What do you say, Skipper?
Lester, shove that cotton-picking banjo and keep your mouth shut.
This is Morris Spencer, coming to you live from the Sea of Thirst, Earthside, the Moon. The points of light you see on the right of your screens is Chief Engineer Lawrence and his gallant crew of rescuers. The probe, sticking starkly from the surface of the sea, is the only link 22 people entombed in the dust through the Selene have with the rest of humanity. I'm going to leave the man in charge of the rescue, Chief Engineer Lawrence, to describe his plans to bring the 22 people to the surface, as he is in direct contact with Captain Pat Harris of the stricken craft. I'll leave the hellish conditions down there to your imagination. It's very hot, and there is a serious buildup of carbon dioxide. Let us pray to our own God that Lawrence can get them out of there in time. The next voice you hear will be that of Lawrence himself.
We've got big trouble, Mr. Spencer. I have Tourist Commissioner Davies on a priority channel.
Well, okay, I'll handle this with my eye. Hello, Commissioner Davies. How are you?
I don't know how you got that from Washington, sir, but you've got 1 minute to get off the air.
I'm doing my job the best way I know how, Commissioner. Let's not get excited, Commissioner. What's the problem? I've got one of the greatest news items in Moon history. That's what we've got to discuss. Now, calm down, Commissioner, and let's look at it from your point of view. Strictly between us, Commissioner. It's possible, huh? What way can this tragedy benefit you and your department? You must be going through a pretty hard time. Tourist boss with 22 people incarcerated. It doesn't look too bright for the future, does it? I think we could be men who understand each other. You could break me in my station, but in the minute I take to get off the air, I could break you. Damn right I am. But I'm also offering you a deal. Commissioner, I have an audience of 200 million people and rising by the minute. I could tell them what a job you've done here on the moon, what tourism is like here, and what it could be. I could have your hotels and pleasure domes overflowing. You've got the solar system sat on the edge of their seats, Commissioner. What do you say?
Well, remember to comb my hair. Why didn't you land there and save time?
Wouldn't have saved time, Pat. The ledge is too high, and there were too many
Max giving oxygen to Mrs. Schuster isn't a bad way. Seems to be getting foggy in here. Or is it just me?
We're ready to drill now.
I think the bottle's nearly empty though.
We're on our way. The first section is 5 meters down. Hang on.
I'll just have a sleep until you come in.
No, keep awake. Talk to me. How's Mac?
Who?
Mackenzie, is he awake?
Why is it so foggy in here? I've only seen fog on videos. I heard you. You're on the roof.
Listen very carefully. You're seconds away from fresh air, but this is very, very important. We will bang it a couple of times, and you have to tell us if it is clear of the circuitry. You understand?
Go ahead.
Is that clear?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Listen, this is very important. Your pressure down there is greater than up here on the surface. Do not undo the bit until we tell you, or air will escape up the pipe. You understand that? Do not undo the bit. We didn't have time to fit a non-return valve.
Mac, it's through. That is perfect.
Commissioner Davies, there's a huge jet of mist or something, like a geyser shooting up in the air. I must comment on it to my viewers. Yes, Commissioner. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Of course.
And no comments at all from Lawrence?
That's already been actioned. We can all benefit from this, Commissioner.
I put a book over the end of the pipe. The air was going out instead of in. It's gotten very dark in here.
Have us all scared there for a moment, right? Everything's going to be all right. Okay. We're going to blast that book away with the sweetest smelling oxygen you've ever known.
That's fantastic, Chief. Matt, come alive over by the pipe. Matt, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. All right. Why is it so dark?
Got through to us. The main lights are out.
I went to sleep.
No, it doesn't matter. They aren't all breathing properly. Can you give artificial respiration?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Schuster's a strange colour.
Do what you can.
How's it going down there?
Hang on. Give us a few minutes. We've got to give some artificial respiration.
Mrs. Schuster's breathing.
Yeah, I think we might make it.
We're giving you oxygen at the lowest temperature we think is safe, so don't be alarmed. When we cool you down, let us know.
How are they?
Oh, they're all alive up to now.
That, in about 5 minutes, we'll be sinking the second pipe.
piece with a transparent dome that encases the rescuers. The first stage, dropping an independent oxygen supply to the stricken Cellini, has now been completed. Another pipe, vent pipe, is now being lowered by Chief Engineer Lawrence and his crew to complete the respiratory circuit. As the rescue continues to unfold live on this channel, I cannot help, even with a lump in my throat, thanking the good Lord for granting us people like Chief Engineer Lawrence, working under the leadership of Tourist Commissioner Rex Davis. I've tried repeatedly to talk to the Commissioner on the air, but he won't budge from his single-minded task of getting these people out alive and well. Perhaps he'll speak to us later.
You're through, Chief.
Okay, Pat. Now unscrew the bit, and then you can relax just a little. Is there anything you require urgently?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to get the main lights back on before they all wake up.
Fine. Hurry through about you is being pressurized down. It's going to make our work a little more comfortable and avoid the danger of any more air escaping. Once you're out of there, we'll throw you back to base. 4 or 5. After the check by medics. What the hell was that?
That was just a sneeze. It's getting quite cool down here now.
All right, we'll put the oxygen temperature back to normal. Steve from the far side has just arrived. Here is the air pack.
Okay. Breathe deep, everyone. We have fresh air again.
Pat, how are we doing?
Oh, so far, so good, Commodore. Breathe deep. Just unscrewing the vent pipe. There. Come on, Stu. Wake up. Breathe. Enjoy the oxygen.
Oh, it's so cold.
You're going to be all right.
What happened?
They got through to us, Professor. Breathe.
My goodness.
To ensure anyone who's still asleep is breathing normally and keep them warm.
I'll do it.
All right, good girl. You okay, Mac?
Yeah, terrific. Mrs. Sister, you had me worried for a while.
Good to see you, Mr. McKenzie. Erica, you sleeping in?
It's a vacation, Myra. I see you all right?
I'm fine. Did I snore, Mr. McKenzie?
Myra, 40 years married. You still amaze me.
I'll get the main lights back on. Just relax.
All right. How did you propose to get us up, Clarke?
I think you better ask Chief Engineer Lawrence, Commodore. Come under the bridge with me.
Pat,
Yes, Chief.
stabilize pressures now. We'll have to give you a boost now and again, but most of the time the pipes will be open end.
Great. I'd like to introduce Commodore Vanstein to you.
Very pleased to talk to you, Chief. Thanks for the fresh air.
My pleasure, Commodore.
What's the plan to get us out, Chief?
At the moment, just rigged up an igloo above you. That means we don't have to work in spacesuits. And when you come up, you'll be in a pressurized atmosphere. We're going to use a large sectional cylinder that'll sink under its own weight. With more than enough sections to reach you, and the pressure of the tube will make the seal. Then we'll have a sort of well shaft down to you. And I have the dubious honor of cutting through Cellini's roof.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We're starting now. The sections are sealed with a rather flimsy material that stops the dust coming up, but won't stop me getting down.
You seem to be in capable hands, Pat.
Yes, I think we are.
You look tired, Pat.
Well, I feel it. Mackenzie was a great help. Is everybody all right?
They've all come through it very well.
We're down more than 8 meters, more than halfway.
Pat,
Yeah, man?
how far down was the oxygen pipe when it first entered the cabin?
A meter.
Take a look now.
Let's see what you mean. Chief, have you pulled the vent pipes up at all?
No, there's been no need.
They're still sinking. The dust must never have settled.
We're within half a meter of you. Almost there.
When that tube hits us, it might shut us down.
Lawrence, they're still sinking. You'll have to give us more airline and make it quick.
What the hell, Pat? There's such a bomb from Cellini's side of the ship again. The dust we're pulling out. Check it out. Cellini, what's happening?
Not the real pipe switch. Dust spraying in. And we're killed. The airline's out. Dust's coming in from both.
Did you get that? Keep your head down. It's easier than Myra can get it.
Oh, shit. Commodore, will you block the other one, please?
I can't see. My eyes are blocked.
Hang on, I'm coming your way. What's the turn down there?
The knife is still on. It's the dust.
You all right, Commodore?
I'm ready to jam the hole. I think I can't see a thing. My eyes are filled up with the dust.
They're drilled again, but it's gone into the breathing control.
Lawrence, can you hear me? We're drilled into the control panel. Take it up and come rear of me then. Hey, everybody stay calm. Cover your mouths and noses up with clothing. Yes, go ahead. Mac, be ready to detach the bed. Get through to us. Back the bed. I'll try. Be quiet, please. Be quiet, everyone, please. We have to listen to this. Shush.
It's off, Pat. We have air again.
Good. Stand back, they're cutting through.
Captain, the dust is more than a meter deep in this end. It's pouring in the bridge.
Untrue! Keep that damn rope tight, Ed. I don't want to drop in. Pull me up! Pull me up! Dust is pouring in. I'm choking.
I think the bridge is beginning to smolder.
That's where they drilled into the panel. Close the door. We got a spark that could explode.
Pull me up, Ed. Get me out!
Chief, the bridge has exploded. Hey, take the ladder. Now quickly start climbing. Come on, next, quickly.
Help me, I'm help me, madam.
Are we getting out?
The next, quickly.
Hold on tight, Commodore. I'll get you out. The bridge door isn't going to hold.
How many people are out, sir?
11.
Keep it moving, eh? Come on, Myra. Get up there.
I'm not leaving you, Harvey. Oh, get stuck. Pull her up. She can't climb.
What's happened? I can't see.
The bridge door's gone. There's a tidal wave of dust from the bridge.
Grab that hand quickly. Someone's gone out.
Okay.
Come on, Miss Morley. I've got you.
There's just the four of us. If anybody's buried, they're lost.
You're next, Commodore.
If Sue's still here, she should
Get up there and don't waste time. You're next, Sue. Go, Mac.
hang on the ladder, Pat, or you'll go under.
Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
It's just the captain, mate. Drag it up. Drag him up. Come on. I will lose it. He's coming up.
Welcome aboard, Pat. Lawrence here. I can't open my eyes, Chief, but it's good to hear you.
I can't see you either, but the medics are just arriving. Make them comfortable, lad.
You did a great job, Lawrence.
I've never been so frightened in all my life. Don't remember when I was going to join you.
Well, what the hell caused in the first place?
Moonquake. A chance in a million.
I always thought I had a nice, safe job.
Confirmation has just arrived that all 22 passengers and crew buried in the dust cruiser Cellini have been rescued unharmed by Engineer Lawrence and the team put together by Tourist Commissioner Davis. They're all alive and well. After a chance in a million Moondust fall, the rescue operation has been a total success. And we now have a live interview with the man responsible for all tourism on the moon, Rex Davis. Commissioner.
Please, call me Rex. I must apologize for not speaking to you earlier, but I had other things on my mind. Even though I had 100% confidence in Jim Lawrence and his crew, I felt it my overriding responsibility to be on hand at all times.
We understand, yes. Was there ever a time when you thought they may be lost?
No, not for a second. If this mishap has taught us anything, it's that the personnel on the moon are equipped to deal with any emergency. And as man becomes even more adventurous, we will be tested again and again, and again and again we will prove ourselves equal to the task. Why, even now, there's a man who wants to pioneer dust skiing as a sport.
Do you mean like water skiing?
Exactly. Out there on the Sea of Thirst. Isn't that an exciting prospect?
It is indeed, Rex. I see as we speak, more of the team of highly trained medics are arriving at the rescue point, just as planned. When do you think the passengers and crew will be available for interview, Rex?
Oh, no, Morris, we don't want to rush these people. Let's give them a chance to experience some lunar hospitality, all courtesy of the tourist board, of course.
Well, I think you know best, Rex. Who is this enterprising man who wants to pioneer dust skiing?
He's an Australian champion, and I have high hope that he will be only the first of many who will wish to visit the Sea of Thirst. Who knows? It could even become the moon's main recreation center.
In A Fall of Moondust by Arthur C. Clarke, adapted for radio by Andrew Lynch, David Buck played Captain Pat Harris, Barry Foster, Engineer Jim Lawrence, Roland Curran, Tourist Commissioner Davis, Bill Simpson, Commodore Hanstein, Richard Pearson, Dr. Lawson, James Aubrey, Morris Spencer, Libby Morris, Myra Schuster, Harry Tarb, Irving Schuster, and Jane Knowles, Stewardess Sue Wilkins. Miss Smalley was played by Brenda Kay, Mackenzie by John Rye, Professor Joe Werdinger by Saeed Jafri, Skipper by Ed Bishop, Lester by Guy Gregory, Ed by Hayden Wood, George by David Timpson, Ingrid by Christine Absalom, and Anne by Amanda Mother. The banjo was played by Peter Sayers. A Fall of Moondust was directed by Glyn Bierman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so once again, this is a fairly, I believe this is about 40 years old, so it is entirely possible that the BBC could request that I remove it. All right, so, and when they do, or if they do, I will do so. It's not, it's, you know, I mean, I don't know if this is something they consider. I don't know where, I had this file in my inventory. I don't know where it came from. I was looking for some older stuff, so yeah. But I mean, the copyrights for Golden Age Radio is a little quasi right now. And the shorter files tend to be ones that they'll just say, you know, nope, that's mine, you can't make money off of it, and that's fine. You know, that's fine, it's perfectly acceptable. We want to respect their property. If they care, then they care. If they don't care, then they don't care. In this one, they may or may not. I will find out in about 3 days. All right? So that's how that works. So what do we all think about A Fall of Moondust? Do we have any opinions? This is the longest of these I've ever done. I mean, again, I think that I may just place these on a channel that's not monetized, because that channel needs, you know, watch hours. Willis is not happy with these. Yeah, normally I do some shorter stuff. Like I say, the safest of these properties for me to air are the ones that are in bad shape, the ones that need to be cleaned up. And that's fine with me. I don't have any problem doing some cleaning work. In fact, some of my older units might be well suited to that. Like when you can figure out the timeline and the events that went on around it, you can kind of tell how people think and how they live during the stories. Yeah. In fact, Mike, I believe the moon would be covered in finished, not dust. And calling finished dust is like calling dust gravel, you know, or calling gravel dust. It's just, the stuff is microscopically small. But then, you know, like I say, if it were a dust environment, what they would have done is put that dome over the system, or over the ship, and then excavated the ship, you know, using a vacuum that would, or more likely a blowing device, you know, just like get big tanks of oxygen or get big tanks of gas out there and then just start spraying the dust away, and that would probably do it, you know. But a ship, or a land ship of that nature, would have very large wheels to prevent it from falling in. And it would probably have something on top that would, you know, it just... Arthur C. Clarke was a revolutionary in terms of science fiction, and a lot of his work is very influential in the real world. But, you know, it's just one of those things. So, yeah, this stuff is too late to be considered open source, but it's going to depend on how much the BBC cares. Because the British Broadcasting, they may or may not care about this. Mary Mistrada, I think they do a good job of having different characters. I wasn't familiar with this author. Arthur C. Clarke, Mary, is one of the most prominent authors in the world of science fiction ever to live. Okay, he's one of the big six. Or was it the big three? I forget. I mean, my literary history is not all that great. Willis, it's not really dust of any kind on the moon, more like small shards of glass everywhere. Yeah, if it gets in your lungs, you're pretty much screwed. But again, this is an era of speculative fiction. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the longest stream I've ever done on this channel. So I am going to let you folks go. I'm Richard.